Five arrested, gun and ammo seized in Manchester. Police in Manchester on Saturday seized two M16 magazine, a 9mm pistol, and arrested 5 people in the parish wide operation. Operations Officer for Manchester Daniels confirmed the seizures and arrest. In Greenville, the 9mm pistol was seized after a man reportedly dropped the weapon and ran from the police about 3:30 a.m. Police said a thief was on operation in the area when a man started to act suspiciously before dropping the weapon and eluding the personnel. An investigation is ongoing to locate the suspect in that incident. An hour later, police entered Scott's Pass, Clarendon, which is under the jurisdiction of the Manchester Police in the poorest policing area. During a raid there, the two M16 magazines were reportedly found in a bag at the premises. No one was arrested in relation to the find. However, police apprehended 4 people, including 2 women, in Scott's Pass in relation to lottery scamming. A 5th person was also arrested in relation to lottery scamming in northern Manchester on Saturday. One of the detainees has since been charged with breaches of the Law Reform Act. Daniel Archer resigned as NIA Principal Director. Attorney at Law Daniel Archer has resigned as Principal Director of the National Integrity Actions, NIA. This was announced by the organization on Monday in a media release. According to the NIA, Archer's resignation will take effect on December 31, 2025. Ms. Archer's leadership has been instrumental in shaping NIA's reform agenda. Her dedication to value-driven governance and her ability to inspire change will be resonated across the institutions she has touched, said the NIA chairperson, Dr. Rose. NIA said it will initiate the process of appointing a new principal director to ensure continuity of operations and the advancements of its strategic priorities. Meanwhile, Archer expressed appreciation for the opportunity to serve, stating, "It has been an honor to lead NIA in its mission to build cultures of integrity. I remain committed to supporting Jamaica's reform journey and to advancing the principles of integrity and accountable governance wherever my path leads." The organization said Archer had served with distinction, bringing visionary leadership, strategic clarity, and an unwavering commitment to integrity in public life. During her tenure, she advanced NIA's mission to strengthen accountability frameworks, champion reforms that reinforce democratic safeguards, and sustain the organization as a trusted partner in governance transformation, NIA added. It said Archer's departure marks the closing of a challenging chapter of the NIA's history. The organization's board of directors also extended their profound gratitude for her service, noting that her contributions have left an indelible mark on Jamaica's integrity landscape. Accompong Maroons indicated post-Hurricane Melissa humanitarian support through civilian channels is more appropriate than via military. The Accompong Maroons in St. Elizabeth have indicated that post-Hurricane Melissa humanitarian support through civilian channels is more appropriate than via the military. This is in response to an offer by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness during a recent visit to the storm-ravaged area. Accompong Maroon Chief Richard Curry said the matter was discussed by the Council, which decided that having the Jamaica Defence Force in the area, even as part of relief efforts, would cause more trauma. In a social media post, Chief Curry expressed appreciation to the government for the supply of materials and equipment. He noted that Accompong has secured international donation, technical partnership, and volunteer engineering assistance sufficient to address the rebuilding and development needs arising from the hurricane. Chief Curry further explained that the presence of soldiers would worsen distress among residents. He also cited treaty obligations relating to the recovery efforts that occurred with the Maroon laws and culture. The chief stressed that the Council's decision is not a rejection of cooperation.
The full Maroon Council instead has resolved to continue with the response, utilizing civilian resources from our joining communities and our partners, both locally and internationally, who have offered to the community their assistance in the recovery efforts. Instead, the Council would like to thank you for the offer on materials and would accept the offer on those materials and equipment necessary to assist in those recovery efforts. We want to ensure that harmony and inclusiveness of our Maroon human resources, of those here in Accompong and adjoining communities are balanced to execute the infrastructural relief efforts across our Maroon communities. This methodology aligns with our laws and cultural way of life. As you would have recognized, our community was significantly devastated, and many of our elders, some of the women as well as children, have endured profound emotional trauma. In the aftermath, the introduction of military personnel carrying assault rifles, as we would have seen just the other day, even in a humanitarian capacity, could exacerbate and cause additional distress among residents of the community. The Council believes that reconstruction conducted through civilian and community-based teams is the most appropriate path for maintaining emotional security and cultural stability at this time. This decision is not a rejection of cooperation, nor does it diminish the appreciation of the humanitarian intent behind your offer. We again thank you, but rather it reflects Akompong's capacity to manage its internal recovery efforts through established civilian channels and international collaborative efforts that have been ongoing since the impact of this storm. I again reiterate our commitment to engage in dialogue on areas where meaningful cooperation between the government of Jamaica and the Akompong Maroons can be maintained. We thank everyone for their continued support, particularly in matters related to the disaster readiness and recovery from the effects of Hurricane Melissa.
Government to allocate funds to churches to aid in post-hurricane cleanup activities. The government will be allocating funds to churches to aid in cleanup activities post-Hurricane Melissa. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie mentioned the support while stating that details of the allocation would be revealed at a later date. He was speaking at the launch of the National Cleanup Program in Westmoreland. Mr. McKenzie also urged citizens to participate in the cleanup exercise. He also assured that persons employed for the activity will be paid. The National Cleanup Program targets the most 16 affected constituencies, beginning with those in Westmoreland. Each constituency will employ a 200 worker. The government has allocated $10 million to each constituency for the program.
That early next week, I'll be making some further announcements because, Pastor, the government has decided that we are going to involve the churches in what we are doing. And there will be an allocation that will be made to the churches across Jamaica to help in their cleanup exercise. And I will be doing that early next week. I'm appealing to Jamaicans today as we kickstart this cleanup exercise. Let us do it by showing loyalty not just to ourselves and party, but loyalty to country. We have an opportunity now to demonstrate what community development is all about. We could have had the program start here and I never had to come. Never had to come. But the importance of what we are doing is to say to Jamaicans, Dr. Dayton Campbell is General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am Deputy Leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. Both of us are working together for one cause, for Jamaica. And I'm going to also throw the challenge. While we are going to be employing some other persons, this is a general call for other Jamaicans to join and to volunteer. You can put out the stuff that you have. Not everybody can be paid, but everybody, if you are able, can work towards cleaning up the country. It is a privilege and an honor on behalf of the Prime Minister to launch here in Eastern Westmoreland the National Cleanup Campaign that will take place over the next 4 to 6 weeks. And yes, Dr. Campbell, those first set of workers will be paid by December 18th.
2 men charged with murder of 2 constables along Walton Park Road in St. Andrew. 2 men have been charged with the murder of 2 constables along Walton Park Road in St. Andrew last month. Charged with 2 counts of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, possession of prohibited weapon, possession of prohibited ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony are Junior Brown and Marcius Monroe, otherwise called Mackie. The charges stem from the killing of 30-year-old Charles Stewart and 32-year-old Jerome Garden on November 13. Reports are that the officers responded to reports of an altercation along Walton Park Road. While the officers were trying to quell the altercation, one of the men reportedly pulled a weapon, killing both constables. Brown and Monroe were named as suspects in the incident and later surrendered. Police said the men were officially charged after they were positively identified in multiple identification parades. Their court date has not yet been finalized. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.